What's up everyone, it's Vivi and welcome back to another Sly Cooper related video. So, not too long ago I made a video talking about Sly, the TV show, being in pre-production. I want to clarify something regarding the production phase. In that video, I feel like I sounded way off, going over the fear of it being rushed and all. What I believe is happening as of right now is that the team is currently focused on the pilot episode. I don't think they're currently working on a set of episodes. Usually that's not how it works. That's what the video sounded like, me thinking that they're working on a set of episodes and rushing it. No, that's not the case. Now, I do assume that the show is still in early pre-production. It did enter that phase, but it's still early in the process. When it comes to TV shows, there are 3 steps to greenlight the series, the actual season. Number 1, the pitch, number 2 being the pilot, and number 3, the series, aka the season. First off, what is a pilot episode for those of you who aren't too familiar with that term? Most of the time, it's considered a test episode. Pretty much what makes the series take off. Well, have the chance to take off, that's what I mean. In other cases, a well-known series which is pretty successful, the pilot episode is considered episode 1. Not really a test episode. Now, many seem to interchange the terms pilot and episode 1. When it comes to a business point of view, it's called the pilot. In some rare cases, there could be more than one pilot episode, where the executives like what they see but they want some changes. Why do they even want changes? Why not just cancel the whole thing? Because they saw the pitch and they absolutely fell in love with the idea. They simply want to give the studio a chance. So now, what is the pitch? For the network, which we don't know about currently, is it going to be Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network? We still don't know. For that network to give funds to produce the pilot, they have to like the idea. Now, some studios like to be completely independent. They have the choice to do so because they have the budget. They simply pay the show to get aired on that particular network. In other cases, the network handles most of the budget. They decide to own the show completely. As for Technicolor Animation, I'm not sure who's handling the budget primarily. I'm pretty sure Sony is not funding the project. Okay, I might be mistaken, maybe just slightly. All they're doing right now is allowing Technicolor to use their IP. Since there's no Sly Cooper 5, I find it hard to believe that Sony would fund the TV show instead of a game. To me, that sounds silly. Now, the pitch, I believe, is part of the development phase, which comes before pre-production. This is where ideas are written down and they show it to the network executives. If they like the pitch, aka the ideas written down, they will tell the studio to write a script. Once you're done with the script, you send it to the network for approval. If it gets approved, then the director is hired and works with the writer, and they also cast the actors. Writing a script is part of pre-production, right? Casting the actors, I believe, is during the end of pre-production, right before production. Now, in some cases, some TV shows, the pitch was never sent to the executives. Therefore, the series ends up in development hell. No one knows what happens to the script and everything. It just remains a mystery. So once everything is going smoothly, the voice actors being present and all, the script being ready, they start working on the pilot episode during the production phase. Now, the pilot episode can be very different from what the show will look like afterwards. The most common changes when it comes to pilot episodes and the season is the art style, how the characters look. Could voice actors change as well? In some rare instances, it is possible. As for non-animated TV shows, some actors get replaced. So replacing voice actors or recasting completely is possible. Once the pilot episode is ready, they air it once or even twice sometimes. The network will see if it's worth funding the project even more. Is it worth to produce a season? They look at the views first. They will judge the animation and style. Will the animation and style be worth the budget? Will it be too expensive? Will it be affordable? If the show looks spectacular visual-wise in the pilot episode, it might get completely downgraded due to the budget. It's just gonna take too long to produce episodes. Time and money, right? There's this one video which someone posted on the Amino page. By the way, if you're not aware of the Sly community on Amino, I'll leave the link in the description below. below, and maybe you'd like to join the community. Now about this video, by Crown Prince. She goes over the 4 general ideas of what makes a great pilot episode. I will leave the link in the description below. The example she used in the video was a show called Final Space. The 4 words are characters, are they appealing enough to the audience? Call it character development, which is very, very important. Number 2, writing of course. Number 3, concept. Should it be a dark pilot episode? Tragic, sad, humorous? And 4, the art style. And that's the question about Sly Cooper. What should the pilot episode be like? Should it be dark? Should it be humorous? Should it be tragic? Sad? How can a Sly Cooper pilot episode capture attention the network is looking for? In my opinion, I believe the pilot episode should be dark. The night of the attack is one great example. Show what type of character the audience will have to get attached to. Make them aware of the battles that this character will face. Just seeing Clockwork in the first episode, well, pilot episode I mean, it'll immerse the viewer in the show like, alright, I'll give this show a chance. That's what the network is looking for. They want to know if viewers will tune in for the other episodes. The orphanage could also be featured. If they want to add a lot of seriousness, just show the sadness Sly Cooper is going through. The purpose of a pilot episode is to show what kind of potential the show has. Now of course, the first episode of the season, not the pilot episode, let's make these two things separate. The pilot episode might feel completely different in terms of tone. The first episode could be Sly and the gang going on a regular heist. Now some of the viewers might have expected something completely dark since they saw the pilot episode, but no, the season will slowly transition into that. But why mislead people? It's not about misleading viewers, it's more about the nature of the Sly Cooper series. Sly Cooper is all about heists. Of course some episodes will have them go on normal heists, and at the same time add a bunch of character development. Let's say if the pilot episode, the tone and the feeling of it never returns, then it might put the series into trouble. Some viewers might just give up and not get interested anymore and just forget about the show, and the views might drop significantly. So in summary, the Sly Cooper TV show, according to Brad Foxhoven, it's in pre-production. In my opinion, it's still early in that phase. Voice casting, we still have to wait. For now, they're trying to come up with a script and they're going to show it to the executives of the network which the show will most likely air on. If they accept the script, they end up close to production, where they voice cast and everything. Last thing to finish off this video guys now, tell me what you think of the following. Apparently, Dev Madan, the art director of the first 3 games, has apparently consulted on the TV show. This was back in June. I know I'm late on this, well it's because I had absolutely no idea until someone mentioned it to me on Twitter. This was apparently found and discussed over on Tumblr, which actually has a pretty good Sly Cooper following. This was originally posted on Dev Madan's Facebook page. Okay, but he's the consultant. Why is it going CGI? Like someone mentioned in the comment section, Rainmaker most likely sold everything regarding Sly Cooper to Technicolor Animation. With that being done, the studio decided to pick up from where Rainmaker left off, to go with the same similar style. I'm guessing the art director approved of the style. And plus, I believe they're simply going with the market. Yes, some shows are still 2D, but it's not that 2D or CGI is cheaper or expensive. It really depends on how the work is done in the end. I guess the team simply decided to go with the style of the movie, which by looking at the render, it looks downgraded. Of course, producing a show which has the same quality as the teaser trailer will cost a ton of money, so it pretty much makes sense why the render looks less detailed than the movie version. But anyways, I had to say what I had to say. Alright, so this is it for the video guys. So as usual, leave all of your questions in the comment section below, and as usual, I've been Vivi and thank you so much for watching. Until next time.